in the class, so we know each other. But now we will hope we will see very soon. Okay, I am Dr. K. Surya Kumar, attached to the Department of Agriculture Economics. I am the former Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture. So I am going to teach principles of micro and macro economics. You will see, we have revised the curriculum. So now in this your first semester, you have to study two economics, micro and micro economics. So your seniors, they studied first semester micro economics, second semester macro economics. So now we have combined both economics, so you have to study more. So 45 hours you have to study. So there are many chapters, so we will go fast, but it's not very difficult, but it can be a new course for you because you are coming from the science background, you studied science. So this is the course among the agriculture faculty offers. This is the course, social science. All courses are science. Now you are going to study social science also. So this is little bit different from other courses. This can be new for you, but this is very useful. So our agriculture graduates get job in many fields, but they are doing well because they have a knowledge of economics and little bit management also we will teach. So because of that, if they got any job, they are doing well. They are in the central bank, those who specialized in agriculture economics in the final year. So they are in central bank, many banks, and even many SLAs. So many our graduate who specialize in agriculture economics, they did well in the SLAs exam. Now they are secretaries and like that, divisional secretary, ministry secretaries, so, and even in the central bank also. So, but even because of this background, you have some economics knowledge and management knowledge. Many our graduates find the job in the NGOs also. Many go into postgraduate study abroad, and they are doing well. So you have many options in agriculture. Many courses are there. So you will have some interest in some area. So this agriculture may feed you have interest in some area. So you can find out your interest area and that area. So there is a course, not like other courses. Other courses you couldn't get dental medicine. So if you go to other area, you have option. You don't have option like agriculture degree. So you have to study a certain discipline like that. But here you have choice. So if you are interested in studies and develop your career, so you have many options. So all the disciplines are there. So this is economics is a social science. So economics is the course subject developed very late compared to other subjects. So, but they have included economics also in the normal price. So late it's developed in late, but they have included in the Nobel Prize also. But we all practice or use the economics in our every life. So economic principle we use without studying anything. So this is already we apply. So but now we study theoretically. Some are you don't apply, but some basic economics you apply every day. So okay, we will start the subject. So why economics become a subject? Economics become a subject because resources are limited. We have limited resource. So if there is a limit, what you have to do? You have to make choice. You cannot have everything. So you have to make choice. That is why economics we want to study how the people, institution, government all have problem. Individual, institution, government all have problem. All wants are unlimited. All wants are unlimited, but they don't have resource to satisfy their wants. So they cannot have everything they want. So they have to make a choice. So in economics, we study how they are making decision. So that is why economics become a subject. All the country or in earth globally, in global, we apply economics. Only the economics cannot be a not useful only in the heaven. In the heaven, you all are saying everything is available. That is why everyone want to go heaven. But if they are, you can have everything, then economics is not useful there. But in earth, where you should know the economy. Okay. So in this chapter, we will study the definition for the economics, role of economic theory, microeconomics, macroeconomics, what is microeconomics, what is macroeconomics in this first chapter. So, and resource scarcity. If there is resource scarcity, then there is a problem. Economizing problem, production possibility model. So we have resource in our country. Using that resources, what are the commodities we can produce if we utilize all the resources, the maximum the production, different combination of production that we can produce. So that is production possibility model. So we will study this in this chapter. So in economics, not like other, this is social science, not like other science. Here, we have to make assumption. We will make many, for every theory, every law, we have to make assumption because very complex situation. So in reality, the very complex phenomena. So not like in science, we can control and do the experiment and say that develop a law or theory. But here economics, we cannot control. We cannot do control experiment. So then we have to make assumption. With that assumption, say we can develop a theory and say. So, but nowadays in economics also there are experimental economics also they have developed. Okay. Economic wants exceed productive capacity. So we have a limited resources. Then we can produce certain amount of goods or services with the available resources, technology, we can produce a certain amount of goods or services. But our wants are unlimited. Economic wants exceed. Everybody wants unlimited, but that exceed the productive capacity. So this scarcity restricts our option and demand choices. So the social economics is a social science concerned with making optimal choice. Optimal means best. So economics is a social science concerned with make optimal choice under condition of scarcity. So resources are scarce. So we have to make a choice. We cannot have everything that we want. So economic wants exceed the productive capacity of resources, available resources. So scarcity restricts option and demand choices. So we can't have it all. We must decide whether we will have and what we must forego. So we have to sacrifice. So when we make a choice, we have to give up some. So if you have a certain money, if you buy one thing, you give up some other thing in buying. So you sacrifice something. So you forego. So for every choice, every decision, they are say you are losing something else. So that is opportunity cost of making any choice. You come to study, you choose agriculture to degree, but you are going to spend 4 years. So you are losing some other opportunity. So making choice to study agriculture degree, then you are losing something. So that is opportunity, the value or losing other opportunity is the opportunity cost of making choice of deciding to study agriculture. Like that, when you buy anything, when you make any decision in your life, you have a opportunity cost of making any choice or decision. So economic perspective. So economic perspective mean way of thinking. So the economists have a unique way of thinking. So that is economic perspective. So this economic perspective, the way of economic thinking has a critical feature. So interlinked features. So scarcity and choice. So these are the key features of economic way of thinking. So scarcity and choice, one feature. Other one, purposeful behavior. Other one, marginal analysis. So when you think as an economist, you should consider all these things. So we know resources are scarce. So you cannot have everything you want. So you have to make choice available among available alternatives. Other one, purposeful behavior. So economists assume that human behavior reflects rational self-interest. So everybody behavior reflect rational self-interest. So when you make anything, it shows, it's reflect rational self-interest. So that is a purposeful behavior. When you make any individual look for opportunity. Individuals look for opportunity and pursue that opportunities to increase their utility. Utility means is a economic term. So new for you, that terms utility mean pleasure, happiness, and satisfaction. So it is utility. So you want to, the individual look for the opportunity and pursue that opportunity to increase their utility, their pleasure, happiness, and or satisfaction obtained from consuming a good or services. So they allocate their time, energy, and money to maximize their satisfaction. So you all allocate your time, your energy, your money to maximize your satisfaction. So always you are looking for opportunity and make it that opportunity to increase your satisfaction. So when you make any decision, you weigh the cost and benefit of that choice or decision. So when you come to study agriculture, in your mind, you weigh the cost and benefit of going to study, or when you buy anything, when you make any decision, or when you buy any commodity, any services, you always weigh the cost and benefits. So this shows a purposeful or rational behavior. So you are not making any decision randomly, or so when you make any decision, you weigh the cost and benefit. So then you make the decision. So it shows personal self-interest. So if you make any decision without comparing the cost and benefit of any decision or anything to buy, then you are not, your behavior is not personal self-interest, but always you weigh the cost and benefit. So even you don't study any economics, but to make any choice or any decision, you weigh the cost and benefit. If the benefit better than cost, you make that choice. So that reflect the your behavior is a rational self-interest. So always there is a purposeful behavior. So there is a scarcity, so you have to make choice. So your behavior reflect purposeful behavior, and you weigh the cost and benefit. That is marginal analysis. So when you are thinking like an economist, you will, these features are there. So you have to make choice because of scarcity. When you make any decision, you are you with your self-interest, you make that decision. So when you make decision, you weigh the cost and benefit, marginal analysis. So in economics, sometimes we will mostly focus on the marginal analysis. Marginal analysis means so scarcity and choices. So resources are scarce, so choices must be made. So if so, there is no free lunch. In economics, we say there is no free lunch. So somebody give you free lunch, but it is not free to the society. So because someone bear that cost. So to the lunch, so we need rice and curries. So someone spend resources to produce rice, cultivate rice and vegetable. So we use resources, inputs. So it's a cost. There is a cost, but it can be free for you. But if there is a no free lunch, the economics, they say there is no free lunch mean the statement that everything has a cost. So another one, you have to know opportunity cost. So these are economics terms. It's you should understand the meaning. So it will, when you study further, you will understand. So you can think like a economist. So opportunity cost mean when you make any choice or any decision, you have to give up something. You are losing something. You have a money, you buy, using that money, if you buy something, you spend your money. So you cannot buy some other thing. So your opportunity, you are losing opportunity to buy other thing. You came here to study. So if you don't come here, you have some other opportunity. Now you lose that opportunity. The value of you weigh the benefit and cost. You thought this is the coming study is the give them more benefit than your other opportunity. So you came. So then when you make any decision or anything to buy, you are losing something. So the value of best alternative opportunity. So there are many things. So the value of best alternative opportunity is the opportunity cost of choosing this, the particular decision of buying something. So when you make any choice, you have a opportunity cost. That opportunity cost is the value of best alternative. So that is opportunity cost. So always there is a opportunity cost for any choice, because you are losing other choice. So resources are scarce. So because of resources scarce, there is a price. The price reflects the value. So you don't pay for the air, sunlight, because it's abundant. If it is scarce, there will be a price. If it is abundant, so earlier we don't buy bottled water, so we don't pay. Now it become scarce because polluted. So earlier water is not polluted, so we don't pay because abundant. Drinking water is abundant. Now because of polluted, drinking water become scarce, so we had to pay. So now, so if there is scarcity, then there will be a price. If it is abundant, there will not be price. So purposeful behavior. So the human behavior, it can be a consumer or producer or government. So these are economic agent, economic unit. So individual consumers, producers, and government. These are the main agent in a economy. In a country, there is a consumer, there is a producer. All humans are consumer. Even they are producer, they have to consume. So producer, consumer, and there is a government. Government also has to make decision. So consumer has to make decision what to buy, what to forego. So they have to make choice what to buy, what to give up. And producer also what to produce, how to produce. Like that, they have to make decision. Government also limited fund. They have to decide where to invest, where to, which service they have to provide. So like that, they have to many, they can provide services, many sector, but limited resources. So they also have to decide. So individual, producer, even government, all make choice with their behavior reflect the rational self-interest. So they are not, we assume they are not irrational. So there are some people, they behave irrational. So that is very few, but always all are have a self-interest, all behavior. So consumers always want to maximize their satisfaction. So utility. Consumers, their behavior reflects that they want to maximize their satisfaction. Producer, they want to maximize profit. So when they make any decision or choice, they have a desired outcome in their mind. So when they want something, the consumer want to satisfy, maximize their satisfaction. Producer firms want to maximize their profit. So they have in their mind desired outcome. Then to achieve that desired outcome, their behavior shows reflect self-interest. So purposeful behavior, marginal analysis. So marginal benefit, marginal cost. Marginal mean extra, additional, or a change. So you came here to study agriculture. So that is a change. Earlier you are high school student. So now you change your situation, your position, or your status change. That change gives you a benefit. So that change gives you a benefit. So that is marginal benefit. So by coming here, you are losing something. So that is marginal cost. Now you buy one, you already have one laptop or one smartphone. If you want to buy another one, that is additional. So that additional one give the what is the satisfaction, what is the benefit, that is marginal benefit, additional, extra one. So if you have already two smartphone, then additional one, third one give less satisfaction. When you buy the first one you earlier you don't have anything. The first one give higher satisfaction. Second one less. So third one very less, like that. So if you consume any food or anything, any chocolate or anything, the each additional unit gives satisfaction. The additional unit give satisfaction marginal. So each additional unit give less and less satisfaction. So marginal benefit. So marginal cost. So when you make any choice, you are losing something. So the value of the best alternative. There are many alternatives. Among that, you are choosing one. So you are losing all the alternatives. But the value of best alternatives is the opportunity marginal cost. The marginal cost is a opportunity cost of the choice. So marginal mean extra. You always compare the cost and benefit. You always compare marginal benefit and marginal cost when you make any choice or any decision. So the economics largely focus on marginal analysis. So marginal analysis, opportunity cost, you should know the meaning of this. So if you know this meaning, you will think like a economist. When you compare to other people, when you analyze or when your thinking will be like a different. So you may make best decision. So you should understand what is opportunity cost, what is marginal analysis. So we should not thinking. So always you make decision on your self-interest. You always make decision in your self-interest. You weigh the benefit and cost, you do marginal analysis and make decision. So you cannot think, we should not tell or assume that you are making best decision, because your logic or something may be different. So because we should not think all consumers or producers or anyone, they make best decision like that. We cannot say, because the information you have influence your decision. So the logic you have, it's maybe, so some people can make better decision than you. So your information, your behavior reflects self-interest. So even you make any decision in your self-interest, you may make bad decision. So we cannot say all are doing this decision. Even you, in your self-interest, you analyze cost and benefit and everything. So there can be a mistake. So, and your decision may be influenced by emotional. So sometimes you are emotional, so you make a bad decision. So emotional, if you make any decision when you are emotional, that decision may be a mistake. Or your decision may be influenced by others around you. So even you are making decision on self-interest, you weigh the benefit and cost, but sometimes you make a mistake or bad decision because you are emotional. Your decision may be influenced by others. So you came to study agriculture. So this decision may be influenced by the people around you, your parents, your friends, or something. So you may have some other opportunity for you. It may be best, but because of others' influence, you may make decision. So like that in your life. So if you are emotional, you make decision that will be sometime very bad. So you should wait a little, and when you are not a normal, then you make decision. Don't make any decision when you are emotional. It may be a wrong. And when you make any decision, you can listen from others, but you have to decide yourself. Because of others' influence, if you make decision, sometime it may be a bad decision. So even you are rational self-interest, but your decision may be a not best decision. So because of other influence. So we cannot assume the people are rational, their behavior reflect rational self-interest, so they will make a best decision like that. We should not think sometime it may a bad decision or mistake. So marginal analysis, economic models. So in economics, even this is social subject, we call social science because we apply scientific method in economics also. That is why we call social science. Scientific method, like we observe in science, we observe something, then we develop some hypothesis or something, it influence that and it. So we observe, then we want to test. So in science, we do the lab experiment and analyze and make a we got the result and repeat that experiment, and it's the same result got. So we can develop or theory or law or something. So in the science, like that, in economics also we observe, then we make a we want to we make a hypothesis. That means we want to study the cause and effect relationship. So this make this influence this. So like in the science, we observe and find, see the some relationship between two variable. So we develop hypothesis and test. Statistically, we test here. So collect the data and test, and we find the result. So then we develop a theory, economic principles, or develop. We repeat that that analysis. You collecting the data. Here we collect the data from the market or environment. So we the same scientific method we apply as we apply in the science. So this way we call social science. Scientific method, we test cause and effect relationship between two variables. So we develop from that analysis, we develop some principle, economic principle or theory. So we have to make, in economics, we have to make simplification of reality. So in reality, the economics phenomena are very complex. So demand for a product depend on the price of that product and income of the people and the price of other products and taste of the people, so and season or climate, so and consumers expectation. So if they think price going to be go down, price going to be high, or there will be a shortage. So if they suspect that there will be a shortage or their fuel will not available or something like that, then all are in the petrol station. So expectation, they buy, so the demand increase because of their expectation. If they think government going to reduce the price of petrol, then no one in the petrol station, they wait to buy later when the price decrease. So, and you think you are going to get good job with a higher salary, or you are going to be abroad and you are going to earn more, like that. If you think even you are going to get salary or that opportunity, you started to spend now. So that expectation also influence. So when we develop a theory between two variables, so we had to simplify. So we had to say all other factors are not changed. When other factors are not changing or fixed or constant, if the price of the commodity increase, you will buy less. Like that, you have to develop a theory between two variables. The relationship you had to say. So you should simplify the situation. Otherwise, you cannot develop. You should say other factors are constant, not changing. Then these factors change, other one will change like that. So simplification of the real other things equal assumption. So when we say law of demand, so law of demand says the relationship between the commodity price and the demand. So this relationship affected by many other factors, variables. So we have to say other factors are constant, while they are not changing or fixed. If this variable change, other variable change like that. So we have to make other things equal assumption. So then we can show that relationship in two-dimensional graphical. So we can show the demand law of demand. So in a two-dimensional graph, the vertical axis price, horizontal axis quantity demanded. So when the price go down, quantity demanded increase. So negatively slope curve. So the principle we can show graphically by making simplification. So we say all other factors affecting the demand are constant, no change. So then, so macro versus micro. So microeconomics, it's concerned is microeconomics is the part of economics. So that concern with individual unit such as person, a household, a firm, or industry. So single. So we study of this individual unit, how they make decision, how they make choice. Like that, we study a single consumer or single household or single firm or single industry. So we study the behavior of this single economic unit in a economy. So this study we call microeconomics. Macroeconomics is concerned with the whole economy. So microeconomics examine either economy as a whole, so Sri Lankan economy, or basic subdivision of aggregate. So agriculture sector, manufacturing sector, service sector. So that division, but aggregates, not individual unit. So we can examine the or study the economy of the country as a whole, Sri Lankan economy. What is the GDP? What is the economic growth? What is the inflation? What is the interest rate? How the import affect the domestic demand? So like that, how the government printing money affect the interest rate, investment, saving, like that we study as a whole economy. So that is macro economy. If we study agriculture sector, tourism sector, manufacturing, so those are aggregate units. So that is also macro economics. So this is one way to categorize the economics. Another way of classification, positive economics, normative economics. So some elements of microeconomics can be a positive economy. Some microeconomics can be a element in the normative economy. That is different classification. We have two classification, macro and micro. That is mostly we use, but they have another classification also, positive and normative economics. So positive economics concerned with the facts and theoretical economics. So if we want to study the relationship between two variables, cause and effect relationship. So that is theory, or we develop the model or something theoretical economics. So positive economic study the facts. So facts and cause and effect relationship. So theoretical economics. So, but normative economics, it's involve value judgment. So, to reduce the poverty, what investment, what recommend, we should recommend. So, this is depend on the economist or government value judgment. So, some other economists have another view. So, to reduce the poverty, so some economists or some ministers, or because of advice, some ministers choose some other investment method. Other economics say to reduce the poverty, they will say some other policy. So this is mainly normative economics related to policy. So there are argument, also there are value judgment. So like positive economics, it's same for everyone. There is no argument. So that is we scientifically we develop theories and model. So there is no argument. So if we calculate GDP facts or employment level or inflation rate, so these are facts. So there will not be argument or any theory develop, any model develop. So no argument, that is facts and cause and effect relation. So theoretical economics, that is positive economics. No much argument among economics, but the policy economics, the normative economics, the policy involved. So value judgment. So there may be different recommendation or policy to achieve some target. Each government have different policy. So earlier government had a policy to develop economy. The new government had another policy. So there is a difference. So that is normative economics mostly involve policy economics. So now we will go to the economic theory. So individual, so consumer have a limited income, but his consumer wants unlimited. So sometimes I may also think I want to go to moon or some they are like that. I want to go out of this globe earth and see the globe earth from outside. So like that, but can I do? No, I don't have that money to go in the spaceship. But wants are unlimited, but limited income. So each individual face a constraint. So that constraint we can show by the budget line. So that economizing problem, because of limited income, you cannot have everything. So you have a economizing problem. That problem we can show in a graph by a budget line. So now assume, always economics, we assume to explain or illustrate something, principle. So we assume that you can buy only two goods. There is no other goods, only two goods. But these two goods prices are given. You have a certain income. Now within this certain income and the price. So what are the combination you can buy? So that is your limit. Hello, students. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes.
I can stop now. Don't know whether it's up to this slide. Did you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, I will stop here. You have another class. Okay. Okay, we will see.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.